Today's video is brought to you in collaboration with Backswing.com, a golf publication offering insight from top pros for the game of golf. Visit Backswing.com today to help fix your game. All right, so this week's question comes to us once again from Backswing.com, and the question is about the driver. Question is, I'm blocking my driver. Why does that happen? And how do I fix it? All right, so just so we're all aware, to define a block would be, for me as a right-handed player, a ball that starts right of my target and just kind of hangs out that way, usually ending well right of my target. This is not the same as a slice that would start maybe towards the target or just left and slice offline to the right. So blocks, fundamentally, mechanically, are a club face issue. Blocks come from an open club face. Now, depending on a player's skill level and their swing tendencies, the reason they're leaving that face open can vary. So I really see a few main reasons why people block their driver. Let's go ahead and jump right into them now. Okay, so one of the main reasons I see players blocking the ball way out to the right for a right-handed player is also a simple fix here, but it happens to look like this. I see this all the time. We're pretty poor at alignment. I think alignment maintenance is an important thing for all players of all skill levels, even up to the pro level. We've got to be consistently checking our alignment, make sure we can align our body lines and our club face in the general direction of our target. If you are aligning your body right, hitting in that direction, however you feel like you've aimed at the target, well, again, this is a simple fix. Let's lay some alignment sticks down, let's work on our alignment, have a friend help you check your alignment on video, and let's make sure we can square up our body lines to help us stop blocking that ball. All right, second reason we block the driver. Again, I hinted at this earlier. Quite simply, an open club face. All right, so I touch on this on a lot of my videos. But if you are swinging down from the top and the heel of your club is out in front of the toe of the club, you're swinging down with an open club face, all right? If I bring that down into impact, I am pointed 30 degrees to the right of my target and I'm gonna block it, especially if I'm swinging from the inside. I'm gonna hit a nice straight ball. Unfortunately, it's gonna be 30, 40 yards right of my target. So we need to work on what does it feel like to get the toe coming down, leading the heel of the club, get that club face pointed at the ball sooner during the swing. We don't wanna have to save it at the bottom with a flip. So let's make sure we're working on that open club face. We've got good alignment now. We've got our club face nice and square on the way down. That's gonna help us stop blocking this ball. All right, number 3 reason, and I see this a lot out of better players. Again, we've got an open club face creating block shots. Let's say the player's got it pretty square on the way down, but unfortunately for some reason they come into impact and that club is still open. Well, what they're doing is taking the shaft lean that they'd apply to an iron shot and applying it to that driver. Well, they get their hands ahead, and in order to maintain the loft on the driver so they don't hit it really low, subconsciously you start leaving that face open. For every degree the face is open, I add a degree of loft. So I get my hands way out ahead, I leave the face open to keep my loft up. All of a sudden I'm blocking drives out to the right. Okay, so how do we fix that? I think number 1, let's understand what impact should look like with the driver in hand. We should be able to create one straight line from the club shaft all the way up the lead arm. We do not want to carry all of our shaft lean and impact with the driver. We're going to end up hitting that ball out to the right quite a bit. So if you are that player that's blocking the ball out to the right due to shaft lean, let's start to get the feel of allowing the club head to pass the hands as we swing down. We can't drag that handle through forever. We've got to release this club, allow the club head to pass, and that's going to help us square up that club face. My suggestion is let's start with exaggerations. If you're leaning the shaft, let's almost feel like we're casting that club in the downswing. We're releasing those angles, and that's going to help us square that club face up at impact. All right, and finally, again, I see this out of better players. I also see this out of higher handicappers that are swinging over the top and they're attempting now to drop that club in and swing into out. All right, and what we tend to do is we tend to match the direction of our club face to the direction that we're swinging. To me, when that happens and we're hitting blocks because of that, we're actually getting that club in a little bit too far behind us. Maybe it's the hands, maybe it's the club, again, swinging from too far behind us. We're kind of blocked out over here. I can't swing down the target line anymore. All I can do is swing out to the right, and my club face is gonna tend to match that. So I'm gonna hit a lot of straight shots out to the right. I might catch some good ones and overhook them, but I'm gonna have a pretty inconsistent result with that type of swing. All right, so if this sounds like you, let's talk about why do your hands get trapped behind you. Again, I see this more often from better players working on getting that club to come from the inside. And I think a lot of us tend to make that happen artificially by bumping our hips or sliding them out from underneath us. Now, when that happens, my arm gets trapped behind my body here. I've got nowhere this arm can go. From this view, that would look like this. I slide my hips forward. That club's coming from the inside for sure, but I'm blocked out. I can't swing down the target line anymore. I'm swinging way out to the right, and my face is gonna tend to stay open because of that. So if this sounds like you, let's try this drill to help you stop blocking those shots. You might have seen this from Tiger Woods in his most recent tournament when he was warming up. He was doing this drill right here. Or you might have seen him doing it this way. You see a pronounced, exaggerated movement of his rear end away from the golf ball. What's the point of that? All right, the point of that is to create room for the arms to come through and allow that club to get back in front of us as we come down. Again, I'm blocking the ball because I'm in here. I'm stuck behind me, which is forcing me to swing way out to the right. If I create room with my hips by moving them away from the ball, now my arms can swing through and down the target line, and I'm less likely to get stuck with the club behind me, and I'm less likely to block shots out to the right. All right, so again, fundamentally, a blocked shot comes from an open club face. Now, as you've seen here, that club face could be open for a number of reasons. I challenge you to put your swing on video, pick out the reason why you're blocking yourself out, and let's look at that and try to fix it. If you do that and you're still struggling, please let me know in the comments below. I'd be happy to take a look at your swing. We'll get this figured out together. So enjoy those tips. Thank you. Have a great day.